back, everybody. My name is Dean from Scenescapeshop, and this is your Coffee Break Thursday. Thank you very, very much to everyone who tuned in to yesterday's work along, where I painted No Fear, All of the Stars for Scenescape. Look at that. Ooh, look at that. Champion Charmaine bought that beauty. Thank you very much, Champion Charmaine. Gorgeous. I've still yet to do the little changes and stuff, little blends and things that says, well, I'm going to sign it as well, but it's just finished now, so I'm filming this. The A3 canvas sold as well to Lively Linda. Thank you, Lively Linda. I will get to work on your suggestions, put some of that orange in and stuff, make a nice pretty star and stuff on that. And a few people as well have asked to preview tomorrow's woodblock of the week. The woodblock of the week. Of space as well, and bought it. Remember, they're all paint on demand, as is the 16x20, as is the A3 canvas, as is the woodblock. I love painting the spacescapes, so do let me know if you'd like one as well. If you'd like certain colours added or a certain theme and stuff, some planets or a moon maybe, whatever you want. I do love painting them, so let me know if you would like one as well. This week's theme has been all about the three things that I want when I'm sitting down to finish a painting, which is freedom, confidence, and space. Space being, that's the link why I painted space. Freedom and confidence. I thought birds would signify this wonderfully. So confidence, ain't no bird more confident than a seagull. The Swaggering seagull, how it laughs at me every time I go outside. And freedom in general, you know, flying and stuff. I thought they would fit in really, really well. And I had to paint Mystic Magpies for Jolly Josephine. The Mystic Magpie scene has got like a Northern Lights background to it, very like space as well. So, you know, both paintings really fit in with this week's theme of the week, which is good. And I thought I'd show you both of them today. Of course, if you got a favorite bird or anything, you want some something painted like an eagle or a hawk, dying to paint an eagle or a hawk, or a robin or doves or pigeons, whatever you like. Whatever birds you like, I love painting all them. So do let me know as well if you'd like one for yourself. I do need to tell my seagull story as well. When me and Danielle went to Whitby a few years ago, and we stayed in a hotel. And right, okay, so just to explain, the hotel had like a window, which obviously you can't open because it was a few floors up and stuff, so it opened like this far. And it also had like a balcony, like a little balcony, like old stone, rotten wood, concrete, dirty balcony, about yay wide. And it then went up as the ledge, as a sort of window balcony ledge, all right? Just as a visual thing, you couldn't walk out onto it or anything because the windows were locked and stuff. Anyway, right, there was like noises that we could hear, like through the night. It wasn't next door, like, you know, it wasn't like Dorothy and Wilfred next door, old couple of Whitby. It wasn't them. And it was a noise every now and then that we heard, and we're like, what's that noise? We couldn't figure it out. So we looked outside, could barely open the window because of the silly little thing. And we're like, is that? And it was a seagull. We call him Steven Seagull. Poor Steven, he was stuck in between the building and the window ledge, only yay wide, remember? So he couldn't, massive wings, you know, big, big wings on a seagull. He wanted to jump and fly and stuff, but he was stuck and he kept on trying to jump up, and I was like, oh my God, I can't enjoy this holiday because the bird's there, Steven's gonna die. Unless we help him, we must find a way to help him. So, you know, Danielle, as always, rolling her eyes. Just like she does when I rescue the snails, when we're walking and stuff, and the snail's trying to get across the road, and I'm like, you're never gonna make it. So I tap his shell, pick him up, put him on the grass. There, Mr. Snail. And so, I was like, right, I'm gonna open the window, and, you know, I tried to open the window, oh, you can't open the window and stuff. I was like, you know what I need? I need my MacGyver multi-tool, my Jack Bauer multi-tool. You never leave the house without it. You know, just a Swiss Army knife. MacGyver was probably before your time. In the 80s, he'd always find a way out of a situation, probably using a Swiss Army knife and some rope or something. So I was like, I brought mine, obviously, because, you know, you never know when you're gonna need to rescue a seagull. And so I got my multi-tool, and I got to work. You know, I can't get out the window at the minute. I need to get out the window. I need to rescue Steve. So I'm gonna have to unscrew the window lock and stuff, and so I did that and managed to open the window about yay far, about that far, all right? So I was like, cool. Now I was like, what now? So I was like, hi, Stephen. He was like, and I was like, I'll get you out of here. Don't worry about that. We need to get him away from the climb out of that without using his wings, so we need to climb. So like a ramp. We need to make a ramp So anyway, I thought, a drawer, maybe a drawer, like the wood of the drawer or something. Maybe if we pull the drawer out of the chest of drawers, the bedside chest of drawers and stuff, we can use that, and Stephen can climb up the ramp and then fly away. Perfect. All right. So we disassemble the chest of drawers, put the top drawer out, managed to get it out the window because it was like, it was only open this one. So it was like, Danny opened the window and I like put the thing out and I put the ramp down. Obviously Stephen was a bit like, whoa, who are you people? I don't know who you are. Why are you getting so close to us? I just want to fly away. So Stephen had like made his way to the end of the ledge because this was the whole floor of the ledge was like, 10 or so rooms of the hotel. So he had made his way the other way and I was like, what we need to do is we put it down there and he'll come back and he'll use the ramp, but we need to like close the door, maybe sleep on it, maybe give him some space, give him some time, and he'll, through the night, once we close the window again, you can trust that, that you can use the ramp. He'll do that and he'll fly away. Oh, it'll be wonderful. So we went to bed that night. I was a bit worried about Stephen. And then in the morning, I woke up and I looked, and Stephen hadn't moved. He hadn't done anything, and the chest of drawers thing was still there. And I was like, this is our last day of the holiday. This can't be left open to someone else rescuing him because they're not going to. They're going to just leave him. So what am I going to do? I was like, I'm going to have to go out there. Like a goddamn superhero, I'm going to have to go out there. And I'm going to have to rescue Stephen. So I was like, bring me a towel. I was in my PJs, right, in my pajamas, because I only just woke up and stuff, and I was like half asleep. And I thought, I'm going to go out and rescue rescue Stephen. I'm, connected to him now. It's, I'm on his journey. He's on mine. I love him. So I was like, I'm going to try and open the window a bit further. I couldn't open the window a bit further. I was like, there's no chance I'm going to get out of here because it only opens this far. I've got a big backside. So I was like, I'm going to have to try and find a way to get out. So I was like quite thankful that I was wearing pajamas actually because they were quite thin. So I managed to get one leg out of the window. I was worried I would get stuck like Winnie the Pooh in a honey pot, but I didn't get stuck like Winnie the Pooh in a honey pot. Managed to get out. Got my backside through the window and stuff. And from then on in, it was all easy work and stuff. Stephen was just, I couldn't believe what I was doing. And so I got out onto the ledge. Old, rickety, rotten, dirty concrete, rotten wood ledge. I could have died. So I got out, got the towel and stuff, and managed to and I was saying to Stephen, come over here, Stephen. I can't go all the way over there, Stephen. Come here, Stephen. He was like 2 doors down now at this point. I'd like wandered over, but like, you got any bread? You got any chips? I'm kind of hungry, like. But he was like not all the way over because he was still a bit like, whoa, I don't know who you are. You look fantastic in pajamas, but. And so I was like, Stephen, and Danny handed us the towel. Got the towel, and I've seen it on on wildlife documentaries and stuff and films and stuff where they have to like, as long as the bird's not like looking and stuff, it won't be afraid. I wasn't sure if that was horses or birds, whichever one. This seemed to work. But you have to cover their eyes so they can't see anything, so they're not scared. So I had my towel ready and stuff. And so, but there was very thin ledge. This ledge was very thin. Mission Impossible music was playing in my head and stuff. It was very dramatic. And so I was like, front facing, looking out to the lovely view of Whitby, the city and stuff, and the cliffs. Beautiful. I was very high up, I'm not scared of heights, but that was quite scary. And then, so I was like, I'm gonna have to, Stephen's not coming to me. I'm gonna have to go to Stephen. So, okay. So I got a towel, and I started like edging my way along the window to like next door's window view. And to this day, I didn't ever turn around. I didn't turn around because I was so scared that, Dorothy and Wilfred had just opened the curtains and were enjoying the Whitby view, and they could just suddenly see my peach pressed up against the window, like in the pajamas. And so I was like, and so I got the Stephen. I didn't look behind us in case, made someone swallow their false teeth or something, and put a towel over Stephen, lifted him up oh so gently, lifted the towel off, and he laughed at me. And he laughed at us and flew away, laughing. And I edged back across, got my way inside, and then had a panic attack inside the house. Couldn't believe I'd done that. But yeah, he was rescued, and to this day, when I go to post letters and stuff, I'll always say Seagull, and they'll always be like, I was like, has Stephen spoke to you? Has he told you about the story? Right, there you go, that's my story. I just wanted to get that out of my system. I like that story. Poor Stephen. We've got to get on with it. We've got 2 pictures to show you of them lovely birds. Swaggering seagulls and mystic magpies. These were for, who were these for? These were Elaine, excellent Elaine, and Jolly Josephine. These were for. Alright, it's Coffee Break Thursday, and to do, pop that kettle on, make yourself a cup of coffee or a cup of tea, pop your feet up, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Cheers.